JavaScript is like that friend who always does something weird, but somehow still works. It defies logic, breaks expectations, and yet the entire web relies on it. Have you ever looked at JavaScript and thought, what the actual heck is going on? Why does an empty array plus an empty array return an empty string? Why does null equal to 0 return false, but null less than or equal to 0 returns true? JavaScript is full of dark secrets, strange behaviors, hidden traps, and logic so twisted it could make your brain crash harder than an old Windows update. And yet, it runs everything, from your favorite websites to financial trading platforms. So today, we're diving deep into JavaScript's most mind-bending secrets. And once you see them, you'll never look at JavaScript the same way again. One of JavaScript's sneakiest tricks is type coercion, a fancy way of saying JavaScript loves to convert data types behind your back. For example, what do you think happens when you add an empty array to another empty array? A number? An object? Nope, it's an empty string. That's because JavaScript assumes you're doing string concatenation. But things get even stranger. An empty array plus an empty object returns the string representation of a JavaScript object data type. But flip them around, and suddenly, the result is 0. Confused? You should be. JavaScript treats empty arrays as empty strings, but empty objects as objects, except when an empty object appears first. JavaScript thinks it's a block of code instead. If that doesn't make sense, congratulations, you're completely normal. And then there's the deceptive loose equality operator, double equals. It pretends to compare values fairly, but behind the scenes, it's making up its own rules. Take this for example, false equals an empty array, true. And an empty array equals not empty array, also true. So, does that mean false equals true? Not exactly, but it's close enough to ruin your day. This happens because JavaScript forces both sides to become numbers before comparing them. False becomes 0, an empty array also becomes 0. So 0 double equals 0, true. The takeaway? If you ever use loose equality instead of strict equality, you're basically flipping a coin and hoping JavaScript doesn't betray you. And now, let's talk about the bugs that became features. Here's a classic example, type of null. What do you think it returns? Null? That would make sense, right? Nope, it returns object. Wait, what? Null isn't an object. It's literally nothing. Well, here's the backstory. This was an actual bug from the early days of JavaScript, but fixing it would have broken millions of websites. So instead of correcting it, JavaScript just went, let's call it a feature. So yeah, type of null being object is just JavaScript gaslighting you into believing broken things are intentional. Classic. But JavaScript's weirdness doesn't stop there. Imagine writing a simple equality check. Nan equals nan. You'd expect it to return true, right? I mean, it's the same value compared to itself. But JavaScript just laughs and says, nope, false. Why? Because nan stands for not a number, and JavaScript treats every nan as a completely unique invalid result. So technically, one broken calculation isn't equal to another broken calculation. It's like failing a math test so hard that even math rejects you. And here's the kicker. Despite being not a number, the type of nan is actually number. JavaScript, are you okay? And speaking of things that make no sense, have you ever tried using setTimeout function with timeout delay of 0, thinking it would run immediately? Guess what? It doesn't. Instead of executing right away, JavaScript tosses it into the event loop and lets all other synchronous code finish first. Even if you tell JavaScript to run something right now, it still decides to procrastinate. Maybe JavaScript is just the most relatable language ever. But here's the crazy part. Despite all these oddities, JavaScript is running the world. Netflix uses JavaScript. Uber, JavaScript. PayPal, stock trading platforms, yep, JavaScript. Imagine debugging a null error in the middle of a live stock market trade. Even worse, JavaScript's single-threaded nature means that a single infinite loop can bring an entire website to a standstill. Reddit once had a bug that maxed out users' CPUs. All because JavaScript was stuck in an infinite loop. One tiny oversight, and boom, your computer is screaming in pain. So why does everyone still use JavaScript? Because it's everywhere. No other language has the same flexibility, community, and cross-platform support. Even AI-generated code relies heavily on JavaScript. So, is JavaScript a broken language, or is it just misunderstood? Sure, it has strange behaviors, some truly mind-bending ones, but it's also the most accessible, widely used language in the world. It's not perfect, but that's exactly why it's so powerful. So, the next time JavaScript does something unexpected, don't fight it. Embrace the chaos, learn the rules, and bend them to your advantage. For more mind-blowing tech insights, hit the subscribe button below. This was Code Wrap. See you in the next one.